my channel, sports fans. Okay, let's get into this one right here. What a ridiculous game this was. The Lakers versus Spurs in the in-season cup. Look, I was going to make this video in the morning, but man, I just can't sleep through what I seen. LeBron stat pads to a triple-double, a no-impact triple-double, no impact on the game at all. Rebounds with nobody contesting him on the defensive end. Had one offensive rebound out of his 15. Basically, we want to think about his triple doubles. He's not a floor general. He just always has the ball in his hand and passes it to a guy who shoots. This is no floor general like Chris Paul, this washed up Chris Paul. We're not talking about that one. No impact like Jason Kidd or Magic Johnson or Steve Nash or none of these great all-time John Stockton. Nothing. He just dribbles the ball and then passes it. It's not going through any kind of defense. Not on a fast break or nothing. Just always has the ball and just throws it. Anybody could just. Austin Reeves could get a triple double every single game, or he could get 10 assists. AD could get 10 assists. Anybody on the Lakers team could get 10 assists or more. It's just a straight pass to a guy on the perimeter, and the guy shoots. There's nothing to the triple double. And they even caught themselves saying he was stat padding, and then they took it back. Oh, no, I'm not trying to say he was stat padding, but that's basically what he did. He stat padded all through the third quarter, into the third quarter when he got that triple double, and then he pretty much just let off after that. He wasn't taking those shots unless he bull charged his way through the lane. It's just crap. So let's look. Richard Jefferson, I'm gonna tell you what, this guy need to come out of the closet. And I ain't got no problem with it if the guy is, he's full of Fruit Loops. But this guy's main problem is he's a liar. He's a liar. He's cheap labor for ESPN. Cheap labor. That's why I keep trying to tell you guys what's going on with these guys' money. That they have to put on makeup, read from the teleprompter, and go to work after making tens of millions of dollars. This is crazy. But this guy right here, he's one of the worst color analysts there is. One of the worst. You'd rather hear Doris Burke, who is not good at all, than hear this guy. All he does is lie all game. That's all he does. For Wemby, this guy took half of his shots for the three-point. So basically, what we're looking at, the Spurs have no center. This guy refuses to camp out deep into the paint and just turn around and dunk it. Yes, let me see. Wemby launched up 13 threes and only hit 4. Is that good? 13 threes out of 25 shots, period. This is look, I'm done with this guy. 0 free throw attempts. Why is this guy sitting on the perimeter? He has no handles. He had 5 turnovers. A center should never have that many turnovers. LeBron has 7 turnovers. Wemby was a -1, 28 points. It just wasn't impactful. Anything that Wemby did on the floor today, just like LeBron, was not impactful. What you do in the game, when you get your stats, they have to be impactful. LeBron's rebounds and assists were not impactful. His points were not impactful. Yes, the last bucket he scored, yes, that was impactful. But for Wemby, none of this. He had a chance to go up 2 or something, and he shot a 3. He shot a 3 and airballed it. This guy won't even be wide open and will try to still shoot the 3. Won't go down to the paint and give you any paint work. You saw AD hitting threes when they counted. I'm done with this dude. You guys can have this dude. I cannot watch a 7'4" center just sit out there and launch threes and have no game at all. He has no game at all besides shooting threes. They were showing him in the pregame. What was he doing? Oh, no, he wasn't working on his post moves. He wasn't shooting, working on the mid-range. He was out there launching threes like Curry. This guy is launching as many threes as Curry. Half of his shots is coming from the 3 like Steph Curry. This is insane. Let me see if I can delve deeper into this game and look at some percentages. Folks, and when you look in the stands at these fans, these are not real NBA fans. These are fans that come to see a pickup game. These aren't real NBA fans. So this game, Wemby shot 48%. This is not even good for a center. A center should never be under 50% from the field. LeBron James is rarely under 50% from the field. He's not even a damn center. He's smart enough to know where to take his shots. Wemby was 30% from the 3-point line. On the season this year, Wemby is shooting 87% from the damn line. Guys, do you know what that means? A 7'4" center is shooting over 85% from the line. This guy is pretty much gold from the free throw line. So all he has to do is get down to the block and turn around and shoot it and get the fouls. This guy can't even overpower. You saw some of these times where he was trying to front some of these Lakers players and they was fronting him. He couldn't even do it. He can't even get post position. Anthony Davis is working circles around this guy. Guys, this guy isn't great to me. Anthony Davis went to the free throw line 12 times. 12 times. Anthony Davis only had 2 turnovers. Had 40 points. LeBron, 0 fouls. Ain't out there playing a lick of defense. Why? Because he's got to get his triple doubles. Not a lick of defense. And this is why the Lakers almost got beat by, I don't know what this San Antonio team is. It's not a good team. I'm trying to tell you, it's not. I don't care how they hung in there with the Lakers. They're not a good team. This team right here will get smoked by a college team back in the 90s. They will get smoked. This San Antonio team. A Duke team in the 90s. A UNLV team with Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon on it. The Duke team with Christian Laettner and Grant Hill on it. We talk about some of the North Carolina teams in the 90s. This San Antonio team will get smoked. Those players, they don't even look like NBA players. I don't care about this running gun and all these threes that they're shooting that makes it look like they're some kind of good NBA players. And let's talk about this. So look how this NBA is rigged. And we talked about in the past, right? If you're not sitting out there shooting threes, 4 guys at the 3-point line on offense, you can't play in this league. The commissioner won't let you play. So he done made this game a gimmick, right? He done made this game, everybody has to play the same. Now, it's even got worse. When they go down on offense, the center can't even go in the paint. He has to start out either at the 3-point line or he has to start at the key. He can't even go on the box and play like a center. What the hell is going on, man? And you want people to watch this trash? This is trash. This ain't positional basketball. It's not even last year and the year before, it was 4 guys sitting at the 3-point line and 1 guy in the paint. It's not even that no more. And I thought I was just seeing stuff. But Anthony Davis and Wemby, who are the centers, were doing the same thing every damn play down the every play down the court. They refuse to go down to the block and start on the block. It's I'm trying to tell you, this game is rigged to where these guys all have to play the same. So if you're all playing the same, then everybody knows your plays. Everybody knows what you're going to do. There's no triangle. There's no Princeton. Everybody's playing the same. It's a gimmick game. It's not real basketball. It's basically a pickup game, and whoever has the best players is going to win. You know, I'll tell you right there, when Wemby can't even play as a center, we're supposed to be impressed because this guy is taking half of his attempts from 3. The guy hit only 4 of them. 4 for 12. This is why most people don't watch this game no more. These guys flopped. Anthony Davis did a big flop on Chris Paul. All he did was set a screen, and then Anthony Davis flopped. This is just part of it. The Spurs weren't getting the M1s all game. LeBron was doing hooks, and then Wemby, who was that? Some guy got called for the foul because they bumped knees. So what is the guy supposed to do? Just go back after he gets hooked? It's ridiculous, man. I'm done with Wemby. You guys can have him. I don't care how many threes he hits during the game and launches during the game. I'm done. And I told you, I don't really get to see San Antonio play because they're not in my area. And I don't want to see him play. I don't want to see these guys play. He's not playing like a center. So when he has to go against a center, he's going to get dominated. He's going to get dominated against Embiid. He's going to get dominated by Joker. He's going to get dominated by AD. He's not playing like a real center. A center doesn't sit there and shoot all these threes. Half of his shots came from the 3-point range. He's not a good 3-point shooter. Anthony Davis could sit out there and hit what, 4 or 5 threes? What, yeah, 4 or 5 threes a game, even 6. Well, he's not going to do that. He's not going to waste his time. There's nobody in the paint to stop him. Joker ain't going to sit out there and shoot 6, 7 threes because nobody is in the paint to stop him. Joel Embiid ain't going to launch up 12 threes, 6 threes. He might one game, but he ain't going to sit out there and launch up 6, 7, 8 threes because nobody is in the paint to stop him. This guy isn't a real center. He thinks he's Steph Curry because he can hit some threes. He can't dribble. He gets exposed when he dribbles. He doesn't get impactful rebounds. Yes, he had about 12 rebounds, but his rebounds aren't impactful. Yes, he blocked Anthony Davis a couple times, but all this stuff isn't impactful if you're not doing this stuff at the right moments. AD was burying these threes at the right moment in this guy's face, or when he was getting picked or something like that. I told you guys, I wanted this guy to come in here and show up and show out. Put 40 on the board and grab about 12 to 15 rebounds and have 5 blocks. And this stuff has to be impactful. This is what we keep trying to tell you guys about. These stats mean nothing in this no-touch era, right? And everybody's playing the damn same offense if these stats aren't impactful at the right moments. It means nothing. I'm done with Wemby. I'm done. You can have him. To me, the best he can do is hope. He's never going to win an MVP. Never. Never. Joker will win 3 more MVPs before this guy wins the MVP. Unless he gets his ish together. He will never win a champ. The only way he'll win a championship is, I don't know. Because you got SGA in there, you got Tatum, you got Joker, you got Luka. I don't see this guy winning the championship shooting all these threes. I just don't. If he can't come into these big games and be impactful and show up and show out, no. And these coaches need to be fired. They're not even real coaches. I keep trying to tell you. They didn't play this style of basketball. Even JJ Redick. They didn't play this style of basketball. Now 5 guys at the 3-point line. This is why Pops is having heart attacks because he has to coach. Why is he still coaching? This guy is a millionaire. The best basketball was when he coached in the late 90s, early 2000s, when he was coaching Tim Duncan and David Robinson. He was in the league when Michael Jordan was there. This ain't basketball. Why do you want to come to work at damn 70 years old and coach a gimmick game that you're not even coaching? None of these coaches are coaching this game. Get out of here. Anybody listening to this, anybody out there that watches basketball can coach this because it's not being coached. It's the same play up and down the court. 4 or 5 guys sitting at the 3-point line. That's it. It's some pick and roll sometimes. That's it. This ain't real basketball. This ain't X's and O's. Get out of here, man. This ain't real coaches. Steve Kerr knows better. This ain't real basketball, man. And of course, Victor Wembanyama only played 34 minutes, but LeBron played 38. This is just embarrassing, man. This is their new up-and-coming super. This guy's going to get hurt. This guy is going, his career, mark my words on it. He went out when he bumped knees or something with Anthony Davis. It looked like nothing was wrong with him, but he goes out and thankfully the Lakers ain't going on no big run. But this guy ain't going to make it. He's not going to make it. I give him maybe 2-3 years in the league before he has a big injury, and then his career is over. He might still keep playing But he won't be nothing impactful. He won't. You can't do this at 7'4". You can't run and gun it up and down the court like this. You have to slow it down and put this guy deep in the damn paint and let him work in the paint. Something he's not even used to. Put him deep in the paint and throw the damn ball to him. This guy's trying to throw the ball to him at his chest. Of course they're gonna get the ball from him. Throw the ball over right by his head where nobody can get it, deep in the paint. If they come double team him, then you kick it out to your 3-point shooters. What is this guy doing? I don't care if this guy hit 10 threes in one game. It would mean nothing. You can't do this every game. You can't do this against good teams too. LeBron, Curry, Kevin Durant, these guys might be out of the league pretty soon. But guess what? You still got other great players still in the league. The ones that I talked about a minute ago. They're not going nowhere. They're not going nowhere. So Victor Wembanyama, he's not going to be winning no championships, no MVPs. He might win some defensive teams out of, I don't know, him being super tall. That's about it. I don't see any defense that he possesses that's impactful. I just don't see it. I don't see him guarding the lane. I don't see it. He's on a perimeter, so when the shot goes up, he can't even go get in there and get them offensive rebounds. This guy, it would be a cakewalk for this guy to get them offensive rebounds if he was in the paint. San Antonio is driving in the lane, and all the Lakers are sitting there in the damn lane, and there's nobody to throw it to except for a three-point guy. But sometimes you can't do that when you got guys crowding you like that, so you can't even make a bounce pass to a guy in the paint because there's no guys in the paint. This is what you guys want? A rigged, fixed game? Where they all have to, guaranteed, play the same offense. A three-point contest. And it's so bad now, Victor Wembanyama is part of the damn three-point contest. A guy that's 7'4". And I saw something a minute ago. I didn't get to read the whole thing. They said something about the All-Star game is going to change to some format. But in this All-Star game, they got Caitlin Clark against Curry. I told you guys what's going to happen. I told you in the first place, get rid of the All-Star game, right? And just play the in-season tournament for a whole straight week or two. But I told you guys, I said, look, pretty soon, Caitlin Clark is going to be in shooting a three-point contest. Then what's going to happen in the future, because it's so soft and weak, WNBA players are at least one is going to be on each team, East and West. I'll promise you. Yep. And they're going to be captains at some point. And then you think I'm playing? The WNBA, the best of the WNBA is going to be playing the best of the damn NBA in the All-Star game. Watch what happens. That's what's going to happen. And then the NBA players are going to take it easy on the WNBA. No, matter of fact, what's going to happen, they're going to mix it up. They're going to put NBA players on the same team as WNBA players. So it won't be, showing them no mercy or beating the crap out of them in the game. The East and West is going to be full of both players, WNBA players and NBA players. It's trash. This is how far this game has fallen. And it just coincides with what's going on in this world. The music is trash. The movies is trash. The sitcom is trash. Immigration policies are trash. You saw what happened in this latest president race, right? It's Hollywood stuff. It's not real. It's just all about making getting views on social media. And now they continue to divide the people as soon as the election was over. Before the when it was running, it was divide. After the election, more divide. So they can get more views. Everything is fake now. It's fake. The NBA is fake. It's not a real sports league. There's no pushback from nothing. All these, I watched this game, and all these Spurs players were getting fouled. And they basically said nothing. After getting fouled. More carrying, more traveling. That's all you got. I've seen this all game. I've seen the Spurs players get bulldozed over by Lakers. AD using his physicality, LeBron using his physicality at times. Um, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, but a lot of these times when these guys are coming down the lane, like the Lakers, especially LeBron James, you just stand right there and you get the offensive foul. But these guys are too sissy to stand in there and get that off. It's easy offensive foul on top of that. So this is how they got to promote the game with Richard Jefferson, lie all game. That's all this guy did was lie all game. You got a job lying. And then had the nerve to talk about past eras. Like it's the same as this era. Talking about you never seen nothing like this when Wemby grabbed the rebound over somebody. You never seen it before. You never seen a shot block like this before. Really? All he talked about was LeBron's triple double before he even had a triple double all game because they already knew what he was going to do. Everybody knew what he was going to do. Stat pad all game. Meaningless stats that meant nothing. Every time he had a player on him, just about, they're all smaller than him. They don't know how he's still doing this in year 22. Yeah, remember, they keep saying this all the time. They don't know how he's doing it because what they're saying is later on down the road when this guy gets exposed, right, for PEDs, allegedly, that's what they're saying. Listen to what they're saying. They don't know how he's still doing it. They're trying to tell you right to your damn face that it's not possible. That's all they're saying when they don't know how he's doing it because it's not possible. And we talked about this. Even though he's not playing no defense, it's not possible for a guy to play 22 years straight, regular season, playoffs, Olympics, FIBA, in-season tournaments, all this stuff. It's not possible for your legs to keep moving like that. Don't tell me about Kareem played all this time. Kareem was slender. Kareem didn't play in all these Olympics and FIBAs and stuff like that. And that's just the truth. Neither did Vince Carter. Vince Carter didn't go to all these finals and go to all these deep into the playoffs and play all these Olympics and all these FIBAs and stuff like that, in-season tournaments. No, there's a difference. And these guys weren't built like football players. You can't be that heavy and be doing all that for all that long. It's not possible. Unless. So the Lakers barely beat this team that is garbage. It's garbage to me. I see Denver or OKC walloping this team. And why they didn't wallop this team, I've told you before, is because the Lakers are not held to a standard of playing defense on the highest level. Can they do it? Of course they can do it. What happened to D'Angelo Russell? This guy looks like a goof out there. He ain't even playing like he played the last 2 seasons. He just looks like he's out there goofing around. So yeah, they can't hold the standard of playing full throttle defense. Even in this no-touch era, they can't even play that kind of defense in a no-touch era that'll put them top 5. They got the team to be top 5 in the league. They do. But the fact is, they would have to play real defense. And guess what? LeBron can't do that. So it would expose LeBron. So they're not about to play defense. They're just about to play basketball as much as they can to win these games. Charging the lane, just doing all kind of stuff. Getting all these foul calls. AD saving them. Reeves, AD. I don't care if LeBron hit the last shot. It was AD and it was Reeves and it was other guys that kept him from losing, that kept him with the lead. They were hitting the big shots. So if they don't go to the championship game, they lose in the playoffs, whatever. AD will get no credit. This guy's out here getting a triple-double in the first, what was it? The beginning of the third quarter, this guy had a triple-double that was meaningless. Not impactful, but tomorrow they will talk about LeBron James. He hit the last shot, and they won't talk nothing about AD. How does this guy even, really? This guy could really be on another team with a great player and be going to the finals every year. This is crazy. And AD doing the same thing, not all game, but using his physicality on other players, especially when Wemby is out. I don't know why this guy is ever out. They called him for a second foul, which he didn't even foul. I think it was Anthony Davis or something like that. It's already written in stone what's going to happen. Everybody's in on it. The refs are in. They ain't about to let the Lakers lose, even if it's a close game. JJ Redick ain't no coach. Anybody can coach this style of play. It's weak. It's weak. You either hit the three or miss the three. AD went down there and played in the paint and did what a center was supposed to do. He hit big shots. One of these shots wasn't impactful. They just wasn't. I'm just trying to tell you. His whole night wasn't impactful. Yes, he hit some shots, but for the most part, it wasn't impactful. It wasn't dominant. This guy didn't get on a roll and hit like 6 shots in a row and, blocking AD 2-3 times in a row. This guy isn't impactful to me. Yes, he can score, whatever like that, but it's not. When you're shooting half of your shots from three, and you're shooting the other day he was shooting for the season like 23%. He's up to like 30%. So how many more threes you want this guy to shoot before he gets up to 35? More threes? They're gonna lose because this guy is living and dying by the three. And when he tries to shoot the mid range, he can't do it. When he tries to get in the paint, he can't do it against good centers. He has no paint moves at 7'4". He was over there in Europe playing nobody. Nobody? Nobody. You're trying to tell me it was tougher over there in Europe? How? And this guy is some phenomenon? Let me tell you what. The only way I see this guy winning the MVP is when LeBron is gone, Curry is gone, AD is gone, Joker is gone, Joel Embiid is gone, because this guy is going to live and die by the three, and he's always going to die by the three. I mean, he's going to die shooting it. Who are these coaches coaching a 4-foot guy shooting 12 to 15 threes a game? This is ridiculous. He's shooting more threes than his guard and his point guard and his forward. Who told this guy he was a three-point shooter? This guy will just try to pull up with a dude in his face and fumble the damn ball. He has no instinct to really do anything else on offense but shoot the three. I'm sorry. I can't get with this guy, man. I just can't. He has limited ability. He's not really a good defender. He's just tall. Rudy Gobert is not a good defender. He's just tall. I don't see no dominance. No guy sitting in the paint waiting for guys to come in and just hitting a ish like a home run. Get that out of here. Get that out. I don't see no Dikembe Mutombo. I don't see no Alonzo Mourning. I don't even see a Patrick Ewing or Manute Bol or Mark Eden or none of these guys. Akeem Olajuwon. I don't see that in this guy. His blocks just happen to be sometimes. He's not a dominant defensive guy because he's not a paint guy. I'm done with this guy. You can have him. Good luck. If you want to watch this trash, a guy shooting all these threes, and none of the other centers ain't doing it. They giving you that paint work. Yeah, they might shoot a couple threes a game. That's it. That's it. He probably lighted up against weak teams with no good defense, really no good skills. But for the most part, when he goes against good teams, he's gonna get beat. They're gonna roll him because nobody has taught him how to play basketball, and he's not gonna last, dude. He's not gonna last with that frame. I don't care how strong he gets. And Richard Jefferson was talking about, oh, he got stronger from last year. For what? The guy don't even play in the paint. What do you need to get strong for? 3-point shooters don't need to get strong. It's an embarrassment to watch this guy just sit out there and launch all the threes. If this guy shot 5 threes a game, okay, I could dig it. And you actually will be more confident. But he's shooting all these threes because he's missing all these threes. Now he's trying to make up for all the ones he missed. I'm done with this guy. Tell me what you think.